Yes.
Okay, just a few over here. A veiled child is a child born with a layer of skin on their face. And supposed to mark somebody who has special gifts and abilities, can see ghosts, can tell the future, yada, yada, yada. I was one of those. So as soon as I got to this place with this penis and that veil, everybody said, oh, what Papa said? He's a boy. And he's strange. But that ain't why I say I'm strange. I can tell you I'm strange because I am a genius. That ain't a brag, that's a fact, Jack. In 1955, I was 5 years old in St. Louis, Missouri. 3 pink men came to my home in St. Louis and scared the hell out of my family. Because 3 pink men did not come to your home in St. Louis, Missouri unless you were behind on your insurance payments or your butt was going to jail. My mother was only slightly mollified to find out they were from the Board of Education. They'd come to find out how I had cheated. Because St. Louis had just started doing IQ tests that year. And they had never heard of anybody who got them all right. So they figured, oh, he's cheating. But they stopped by the school. I just started field school, and the teachers at the school told them, no, that's just Larry, he's strange. And when we don't have anything else to do, we'll just give him tests just to see what he'll do with it. But that's not why I say I'm strange. I can tell you I'm strange because though I look like an average African-American male, what it'd be like, yo, you feel me though? I actually grew up in Southeast Asia. I left this country when I was 15, came back when I was 22. So a whole bunch of my cultural and social underpinnings are Oriental. I speak 12 languages. Most Asian languages, and almost all the Romance languages, and a couple of Alkebulanese languages. Hold on, let me stop right there and go into something else. How many people here are African Americans? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Okay, put them down. You're all wrong. Each and every one of you are wrong. Because there is no place called Africa. Told you I'm saying. Africa was the place that the Romans called where Carthage was, after they had won what's called the Second Punic War. And the general who won it, name was Scipio Africanus. So they named the whole continent after him. The people who lived there called that place Alkebulan. You are not African Americans, you are all Alkebulanese. Okay, now, the reason I stopped this is because in every performance, there are 2 parts. In every performance, there are 2 parts. Oh, I forgot. I'm also a musician, a writer, an actor, a singer, a comedian. I play every instrument known to man. I told you I'm strange. And I've been entertaining professionally since I've been about 13, 14 years old. So, let me tell you again. In every entertainment performance, there are 2 parts. The one part that the person who is entertaining does, and the part that the audience plays. Yeah. And y'all ain't playing y'all part. Straight up. Y'all's quiet. Y'all sitting there acting like I'm about to smack somebody. And y'all not opening up. Y'all not being yourselves. Y'all being, that ain't gonna make it. Because what you do feeds what I do.
Yes.
And if y'all don't do nothing, I got no energy to do nothing. If y'all out there, woo! Oh, all right, go ahead, do it. Now I'm hyped. I'm pumped. And every concert you ever went to, that's how it went. Mm-hmm. When the crowd was hyped, the performer was hyped. When the performer was, oh damn, what's up? Oh, what's happening? So come on, y'all gonna give me some more? I don't believe it. Who gonna give me something? Who gonna give me something? Alright. Who gonna, come on now. Oh, you really y'all. Y'all decide. Because y'all holding up everything. Okay. One more. Who gonna give me something?
Over there.
There she is.
Yeah, we recognized her when she came back. We recognized her energy when she came.
That's the one. Okay. This is participatory.
Yes.
Let me do all 3 of these things right now. You, come here, please, man. And your friend next to you too. Come here, please, man. Now, how y'all doing? You look scared. How you doing? You don't look quite as scared, but you are. Please, could y'all have everybody hear one of those little things? Okay, these are little imagination kits.
Give them to the young people first.
Oh, yeah,
Give to the adults last.
All the young people.
Yeah.
My grandmama told me, she said, boy, she called me boy, you see. I got 9 sisters. So when anybody said boy, everybody knew she was talking to me. Boy, she said, before you listen to anybody tell you something that you're going to use for your own betterment, you first need to ask yourself, who is that sucker and why should they know something that benefits me? Mm-hmm. So that was my first job, to tell you who is that sucker and why he should know something that benefits you. As I told you, I'm strange. I am old school, so as I told you, a genius. Those 3 pink men who came to my home, they offered my mother a special education for me, which she, being a wise woman, turned down. Said, he's going to go to regular school just like all my regular kids, which I did until I was 14, and then I stopped. Took a GED, passed it. Took a CLEP test, college level examination program, took it for a year's worth of college, passed it. That included a year's worth of foreign language I had never studied. Italian. Passed that too. And then I got out of Dodge. Why should I know something that'll benefit females? Well, as I told you before, I had 9 sisters. And I grew up listening to 9 women talk. Every night when we go to bed, all of my sisters will talk, girl, you know something happening, something that, and then, you know, you take that. And I'm sitting there, I'm about 4 or 5 just listening to all this. And I did this my whole life, listening to females talk. When I got back to this country, see that? Y'all can't see it, y'all see it in just a minute. First thing I did when I get back to this country was go into nursing. I'm an RN and an MD. I got degrees in biology, psychology, music, nursing, trying to get them in order, medicine, metaphysics, spirituality, and I'm working on my 2nd master's in education out at CSU. I got about 4 or 5 other degrees I'm not even going to tell you about. I told you I'm a genius. That wasn't no brag. That was to tell you who I am, so y'all understand who I am. Okay. Now, all those folks that said they're gonna help me, those are boomsticks. Beat them on the table or beat them on your hand. Okay? Give me some rhythm.
And everyone else can clap. Everyone else can clap.
Everybody else clap. Give me that. Okay. Now, the first instrument that human beings created, other than their voice, was this. It was a drum. It was a sacred instrument for 2 reasons. Number 1, 2 lives are dedicated to this instrument. 2 lives were lost to make every drum. The life of the tree and the life of the animal whose skin covered the top of it. It is a sacred instrument. Now, this is called a talking drum because it imitates human speech. You use this arm thing right here to squeeze it and make the drum hit tight. When you let it go, what is it? Huh? Okay? You got some idea now? Good. Now let's try this again. Oh, she's on the head thing now. I see that. She's gonna give me something. Okay. Break beat. Everybody else?
Good. Good.
Everybody should have one. I want you to reach into it. There's a little piece of white paper about this big. This is a ingenuity kit, which I probably told you before. It's something that is supposed to trigger your imagination. About 10 years ago, I got called in my offices at Africa House to tell me that I had been nominated for a $10 million prize. A $10 million prize called the X Prize. And the X Prize is given for innovation. As a result of being nominated for the X Prize, I was invited to go to New York to speak at the United Nations. I spoke at the United Nations, their Incentive to Innovation conference, and one of the reporters who heard me talk said, "Wow, that sounds like the next stage of evolution of the human species." What he was talking about was something that I created called the trivalent understanding noetics. The trivalent understanding noetics takes an ordinary human being and turns them into a, turns them into a superpowered individual. I told you I'm strange. Because every day, I and my students make space and time bend to our will. Anything that we want to happen, happens. Because we've learned how to do that. All of you can do the same thing. A trivalent understanding noetics teaches you how to use your spirit. No place else on this planet will you learn how to use your spirit. No church, no mosque, no temple, no cathedral, no place teaches you how to use your spirit. I do. You have a spirit, a mind, and a body. And the most powerful of those is your spirit. It is no accident you have not been taught how to use it. People who control this civilization don't want you to use it. Then they would not get you to work at McDonald's. Then they would not get you to do the stuff that they want your energy and your spirit for. That's why everybody who goes to my classes has their own business. And they do them. Now, take that piece of paper out, and I'm going to see if we can help you do you. It's got lots of other pencils and other types of creative stuff in there. I want you to get those things out. You go, girl. Everybody got things out? All right. I see, girl. Go ahead and bounce. You got your paper out, get out your pencil, because I want you to write down on that paper the participants in the story I'm about to tell you. Okay. I'll see one out. You go, girl. Okay, everybody got that? No, she's working on her. You go ahead and get yours out, girl. Get yours out, baby girl. Okay? Half of you got your pencils out. The rest of you just slow. We love you anyway. Okay, on that piece of paper that you now have out in front of you, I want you to write the names of the two characters that I'm going to tell you about. The first one's name is Tram. I spell that L-A-E-R. That's his first name. Write it down. L-A-E-R. Layer. His last name is Trams. T-R-A-M-S. Right, layer Trams. Y'all got that down? His brother's name is Austin Tram. O-S-T-I-N. I'm sorry. Ah! Okay, O-S-T-O-N. O-S-T-O-N. Take one of those. Pass those back to the people behind you. Okay. Good. Ask anybody else what to do. Okay. You got down the two Trams brothers. Lair Trams and Austin Tram. Okay, you got their names written down? Good. Now I want you to write down under that hashtag woke and in. Just write that down. Hashtag woke and in. I-N. Right after the N, write capital T, period, capital U, period, capital N, period. Okay, now I'm going to tell y'all a story. Long time ago, there were the Trams brothers, Lair and Austin. They were twins. Lair Trams was really smart. He was really obedient. He listened to his family. He did well in his studies. But more importantly than that, Lair Trams learned himself. He learned his abilities. He learned all about those that he came from. He learned about his culture. His brother, Austin, was not so direct. His brother, Austin, was into making money. He was into partying. He was into drinking and doing other types of things to change his mindset. Austin had lots of friends, about 4 cars, 2 houses. He jet-setted it all over the world. They had a really, really good life. But one day, like what happened to all of us, they died. Now, death is what we come into this world to experience. But we come into this world to experience death after we have lived. And that living is supposed to be so you can learn the lessons of life, so that when you leave here, you go to a place that the Khan call a Y.O.U. And in that place, once you have learned the lessons of life, you will be given other jobs and responsibilities. That's why we live. So, Lair Tram and his brother Austin are now in a Y.O.U. And the Most High asked him, what did you do with your life? Well, Austin said, well, I had a good time. I had lots of fine clothes. Had a couple of big houses. I ate good all the time. I had the best Hennessy. I drank the best cognac. That yak was back. And I really enjoyed my living. The Most High said, well, what'd you learn? He said, well, I learned to have a good time. What you talking about? Most High said, okay, if that's what your life was about, we just gonna leave you here with nothing to do. And all the time that you're going to be in a Y.O.U., you're going to have nothing to do but think about the life you didn't use. That's called hell. His brother, Lair, came up before the Most High. The Most High said, okay, what you do with your life? Lair said, well, I tried to learn, I I gave when I could. I taught what I learned. And I had lots and lots of adventures and fun. The Most High said, that's what you're supposed to be doing with your life. You will now have other responsibilities. I want you to organize this planetary system over here. I want you to take control of this cosmos right here. I want this reality to be up under your control. That's what happens when we leave here. But being here is supposed to be about learning those things that enrich not only you, but those around you. Now, you got those names on that piece of paper? I want you to write them backwards. Write them backwards. And the first person that tells me what it says, I got a gift for him. First person. Who is Austin Tram? Yes, ma'am. You got the other one? Okay, we go with that. Who is Layer Tram?
Smart,
real smart.
real smart.
Layer Tram. Spell it backward. Real smart. Austin Tram. When you write it backward, who is he? Not so smart.
Who said that? Can I
That
see
woman
you?
right there with the multicolored head wrap.
Can I see your beautiful face?
Get your hands out your face, please, baby. There you go. Look at that face. Look at them eyes. Look at the cheeks on that girl. She don't like herself. Look how she holding her head down.
Yeah.
Hold your head up.
Work
There you
on
go.
that. Work on that. Yeah.
My message. Woke and in tune. That's my YouTube channel. Well, that's one of my YouTube videos. I got about 20 of them up there. I work for Coach Sam Ritigliano. I'm his personal development coordinator. I consult with the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Muni Football League, we just left a banquet. They gave us awards and plaques. I teach all over the world. And if the Lord says the same and the ancestors agree, y'all will be able to at least understand some of you. Y-O-U. That stands for your own understanding. Because most of the understandings that this world is governed by is not yours. It comes from a people who were only on this planet 2,500 years. Now, all of these Alkebulanese I'm looking at, you know how long your people have been on this planet? About 250,000 years. Now, I just want you to see that number. 2, 5, 0, comma, 0, comma, 0. I'm sorry, no more commas. 0. 250,000 years. Everybody in this room comes from ancestors that reach all the way back 250,000 years ago. Because everybody here has ancestors from Alkebulanese. And we were the first people. We weren't just the first, we were the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 250,000, a quarter of a million years. How long have pink people been on this planet? How long have they been in control of anything? How long have they not been slaves? 2,500 years. Think about that. Your people have been here a quarter of a million years. They have been here 2,500 years. But the worst part about it is everything before that 2,500 years, they ignore. All of the understanding, all of the learning, all of the science, all of the math, all the archaeology, all the stuff that our ancestors created, they ignore. That's why we're in a jacked up situation right now. Destroying this world. The air, the water, the birds, the fish, the climate, all of that destroyed in 2,500 years. Our ancestors had it for a quarter of a million years, and everything was fine. Everything was cool. Everybody was chilling. They did it for 2,500 years, and So, who do you want to follow? Who do you want to imitate? Who do you want to be a part of? I'm through. Unless you want me to do some more, I can talk for 2 days. Because you told me I had to leave at 2:30.
Oh, no, no, no.